Are you a nasty bastard?
No. No,
Wel
I'm not.
welcome back to another episode of Midlife Playbook. I'm Matt, as always, here with the man, the myth, the legend, Naeem. Let's
Hello, hello.
get this started. Looks
Yep,
like these are already open, but
yep.
that's all right.
Cheers.
Cheers. So, are you a nasty bastard? Before you answer that,
Mhm.
got a little tidbit for you here, my man. Did you know that in England, there are more chickens than people?
Mm. You would think you would think there would have to be, right?
It's interesting, right? Think about the amount of chickens you see everywhere,
Yeah.
like
You
more chickens than people.
yeah.
I don't know the exact number, but
You think they eat a lot of chicken over there?
same. I don't know. Clearly not if there's more chickens than people.
Right. Because my grandfather always used to say
And you
something.
went to England, didn't you?
I did.
Was there a lot of chickens?
I didn't see any chickens running around. I was in London, though. There
If
better
there
not
are
be
chickens
chickens
in
running
London.
around.
Oh
But my
my god.
grandfather used to say this because he didn't eat chicken because
Yeah.
he had a pet chicken when he was growing up, and the story is that they were hungry and they had to kill it and eat it. So that's why he doesn't eat chicken. But he would always say this. He's like, "I don't eat chicken." He said, "You see all these chicken wings that all these people are consuming,
Right.
thousands and
Right.
hundreds of or millions of pounds of chicken wings."
Right.
He said, "You don't see that many chickens running
Right.
around? Those aren't chicken wings. Those
You
are
know
coming from somewhere else."
you know what's funny? You know what I always say about when we go to Mexico
Mhm.
and you get chicken while you're down there?
Yeah.
How many chickens have you ever seen in Mexico
No, no.
when you're riding from the airport going through rural Mexico?
I see skinny ass cows,
How many
but
chickens you've seen?
none.
That's iguana meat. You're
Oh,
eating iguana meat. They're calling it chicken. There
tasty,
are no chickens in Mexico. I've never seen a chicken in Mexico anywhere.
tasty.
I mean, it's hard to drive anywhere in Ohio and not see a chicken. There's some right up the street, right out
Oh,
outside of
yeah.
the neighborhood. There's a whole house of chickens.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You
The
hear the
people raising.
rooster all the time.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Alright.
Are you a nasty bastard?
You're about to get me started.
Let's go, man.
Alright, so what are some nasty things that people do that just irritate you? And if you're one of these people that do these things, just kinda maybe read just think about it.
So what's the setting? Where
The
are we at? What are we doing?
the number 1. Should I start with number 1 or something that's not as bad?
Start with maybe just go with number one.
Number 1 thing, etiquette-wise, that just drives me it literally makes me wanna throw up in my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm at a nice any restaurant. I don't care if
Okay.
it's McDonald's
Just
or I don't
eating.
I don't care if it's Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Eating, and what do I hear behind me?
Full on just blowing that honker.
Full on, just right in the napkin, right at the dinner table.
Oh,
I mean, you're literally expelling mucus and phlegm and just
nasty.
nastiness
Ah,
all into your and if it's a cloth napkin,
yeah,
you dirty MFer. Like,
right.
what makes you think that the
It ain't
linen
catching
company
all that
wants it?
shit.
I don't even I don't know if it's touching it, and if you pulled a handkerchief out of your pocket and blew it in there and then put that handkerchief
Stuff it
back in
back
your
in
pocket.
to use it again later. To use it the same
My
one later.
God, man,
So
that's
next time they pull
nasty
it out,
shit.
it's half crusty and stuck
Yeah,
together.
and then I'm trying to look for a clean spot on it, and and then you see him just they shove it back in. Oh my god. Drives me insane. But literally at the dinner table, come on. I mean, you're
Yeah,
expelling gas and mucus out of your body
right.
while people are eating.
Yeah,
Eating.
yeah.
What's the difference between
Mm,
me putting my rear end across the table from you and farting in your face? It's while you're eating, it's the same thing. I'm expelling gas from my body.
and some
Am I not?
fluid too, yeah.
Yeah. Why is it any different?
That kinda like the snail trail we were talking about.
Yeah. This is
Dinner time snail trail.
this is the gaseous mucus version of snail trail, but at the dinner table.
Right. Yeah, that's
Oh
nasty.
my gosh. Please, people, please,
Ugh,
if you're nasty and those are one of the things you do, just eliminate that from your list of
yeah.
nasty things you do.
I think any of that. It's like you said, farting, burping, even,
All that at the dinner
all the
table
things. You know,
at a restaurant.
one thing in a restaurant that kinda bothers me, and it's not necessarily a nasty thing,
Mhm.
but I think it's just a self-awareness thing, is the people at the table maybe next to you or right behind you talking so loud you can hear their entire conversation
Do you think people do that
over your own.
Right. And do you think people do I just burped.
Well, he's a nasty bastard. Here we go.
Yeah. But do you think people do that intentionally? Because I've met people who are
I don't
so
know.
impressed by themselves, and they might be talking maybe about a new car they just bought, or maybe they're
You
talking about how
know?
much money they make or the stock market or something. They're
Oh,
just
some
and they're just
tooting their own horn a little bit.
oh, yeah, and they want everyone around them to hear.
I mean, you know what? I never thought about probably. I think
Yeah,
that definitely happens sometimes,
douchebags.
but there's always, like, the argument that's happening too, and it gets
No.
heated and loud and, like, everybody can hear it,
Right.
but you know where you're at a little bit on that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you
Because
know
it
what I
gets
mean?
uncomfortable for
Yeah.
us as non-participants, you
'Cause then
know?
you're just like,
Right.
"Well, what did Jimmy do next?
But
Tell me, Mary."
you know what the funny thing Alicia does? We'll be talking and we'll hear them arguing over there,
Yeah.
and she'll be like, "Babe, babe, shh.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Now you
trying to
gotta
listen to
listen.
I
Oh,
wanna listen to
yeah.
what they're saying." She's like, You wouldn't believe what he just did or what
Jamie
he just
says
said."
the same stuff to me if we hear it. Or if we're just out anywhere, we don't even have to be at the restaurant for that matter.
Right.
If she hears something going on close in our proximity, she'll be like, "Shh," or she'll kick me or something. "Hey, shh, shh, listen, what's going on here?" And then now I'm the guy that's gotta look over. "Where?"
Right.
I'm like, "Jesus." Now they know I'm staring.
Exactly. That's I'm the same way.
Now they
I'm
know I'm
like,
staring
I'll
at
say,
him.
I'm like, "Who, that guy?" She's like, "Don't point." Like, "What's wrong with you?"
That guy right there.
And the guy's looking at me like, "What? What?"
And now we're fighting.
Right.
Oh my god.
Sparks a whole thing.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So what's the other thing? Have you ever been also in a restaurant, right? You go to the bathroom, the
Mm.
urinal,
Oh,
the guy,
yeah.
you're next to a guy, you both are
Nice
doing your
watch.
thing. Yeah.
Say nice watch while he's going to the bathroom. No? Just me?
Nah,
Okay,
just
sorry.
you, man.
That's just me, sorry.
That's a Matt thing. Um, was it a Rolex?
I don't know, it's flesh colored.
I'm done with I don't even know if I can finish this damn episode. I'm falling apart over here. Oh gosh. Well, so after you finish looking at his watch, and
You
then
got the time, buddy?
yeah, you roll over to the sink,
Mhm.
wash your hands.
Yeah.
I don't care if you touched it or not. It's just
Right.
it's
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
it's a thing.
Yeah.
Just wash it.
And he walks out behind you and doesn't do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Now you're watching to see where he goes.
mm-hmm.
Right. You
Mm-hmm.
don't touch the door behind him, you don't do any of those things, right?
None of that stuff.
Yeah.
And then if by chance I keep a mental image of who that person is,
Yeah.
because if you reach out to shake my hand at some point
Oh,
that
yeah, no,
evening,
not happening.
no, buddy. And
Right.
I think it's fair game to call them out and just say, "I'm sorry. I can't shake your hand. You didn't wash it. You just had your penis in your hand, and then now you wanna swap skin with me?" And hands are just disgusting in general, right?
They
They
touch
sweat.
everything.
They
They
touch
sweat, they
everything.
touch anything that anybody else has touched.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
everything.
And you know what? We gotta do away with shaking hands altogether. I'm over it. I'm over it. I've seen countless people in their car, I mean, just
Yeah.
digging in their nose, their
Yeah.
mouth, scratching their
Yeah.
behind, all of it, man. And then we're reaching out. "Hey,
Right.
how's it going, buddy?"
How's it going? Nice to meet you, buddy.
Just shake hands.
Right.
And I'm the kind of person who carries hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Soon as I'm done shaking hands, I'm sanitizing.
Yeah.
If I'm not outright washing.
Right. Right.
So, geez, stop being a nasty bastard. So
I don't know if you noticed the shirt I'm wearing.
ah,
There's a theme, right?
mhm. You want me to tell the people
Yeah,
what it
go ahead.
says?
What's
So
that
for
say,
those
buddy?
of you listening and not watching, it says, "Just another sexy ass bald guy."
So baldness, something I've been wanting to talk about, a sensitive subject for some men, not for some others.
Right?
It's how do you deal with the moment when you realize you're going bald and are going to be bald?
How old were you when you started losing it?
So I noticed it was noticeable to me about 28, 29.
Mhm.
Um, didn't handle it well. I'll be honest. I was a guy that was a little self-conscious about it.
You didn't handle a lot of things well. You didn't handle 40
I
well.
didn't handle
You're not
anything
about to
well. You
handle
know what?
50 well. I'm gonna help you do
Yeah,
that, though.
50 is gonna be a
You
problem.
didn't handle
I'm just
baldness
telling you
well.
I'm telling you 9, 11 months in advance, whatever it is. That day in December is gonna be a problem
Nah,
for
I
the
got you.
mad guy here.
I got you, buddy. Don't worry about that.
But, you know, I made the decision to start just shaving my head bald around 35, 36.
Mhm.
And I was self-conscious about it. Super self I wore a hat all the time.
You still do.
Not as well, I would that is true. Got me
But
there.
here's the thing, you
But
look
different reasons now. I was doing it
right.
then because I was self-conscious about being bald.
Sure,
So
sure.
that's why I wore it then, and then it just became part of my look.
But you're lucky, though, and I'm gonna tell you why you're lucky. You don't have a misshaped head. You don't have dents all over your head.
Yeah, so that's
You don't
part of
got the
it.
hot
Right.
dog roll back
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I mean, you know when it looks like a pack of hot dogs in the back of there, looking like some ballpark franks. Oh,
I
goodness.
do know.
And so, yeah, no, you can pull it off, though, so that's good.
I was that guy though, and I think a lot of it was because I felt like my attractiveness to women was based on me having hair or not having hair.
Ooh, women love a bald guy.
So a lot of guys are caught in this though. They're caught
Mhm.
in this women like hair versus not liking hair,
Yeah,
right? So for me, it was a rough transition. I
yeah.
mean, it was first year or 2 of shaving, I was not digging it.
Did you have nice hair, though?
I did.
Good.
I did. Um, in my 20s, I started keeping it real short anyway.
Mhm.
Not a buzz cut, but like a 0 into a 2 fade kinda thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it was always short. But yeah, I mean, huge, full hair.
Yeah.
I grew a rat tail in high school, remember those? Just a little
Yeah,
rat
I
tail.
had one.
I had one of those too, grew it no problem, right? So, it was rough for me,
You
and it took
probably look like a maniac with a rat
well,
tail.
when I did. It wasn't. These were the days of, like, silk shirts and pegged pants and
Oh, hell
all
yeah.
the things, man. I didn't handle it well, and, the as this is happening, I met Jamie, my current wife.
Uh-huh.
I met her during this transition of hair to no hair,
Okay.
and our very first date was one of the last times that I had, I mean, I didn't wear a hat on the first date. She's told you this
Mm.
story, remember?
I was
About my
probably
yellow shirt.
Oh, yeah, 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 I
She
seen the
thought I was
picture
kinda
from the first
nerdy.
day. Yeah.
So I was kinda nerdy, but my hairline was way back, you know what I mean? It was bad, and I was self-conscious about it then, I was like and then to hear her say she thought I would look nerdy on the first day, I was like, "God, this hair." That's what did me in.
So when you say so
Ugh.
I started losing my hair probably about the same age, around, about 29 or so, and I noticed that I had, like, the widow's peak
Oh,
going.
yeah, that's what I had, yep.
I had a cover
Mhm.
2 working.
Okay.
The corners were
Yep,
dropping back.
my corners were dropping back and the safety was out of the play.
Right.
Safety was I only had
Sa
10 men on the field, the
right.
safety was gone back there.
Oh gosh, and then right now, if I were to go so I'm bald as well, for those of
Yeah.
you who are just listening.
Bald is beautiful, by the way.
It is, love it. And so, not only am I going bald on the top and on the corners, but
Yeah.
any hair that I do grow now is
Mhm.
gray as can
Yeah,
be.
me too.
I
It's all
mean,
gray.
all gray. And why is it that we can grow hair everywhere else on our
But our
bodies,
head, yeah. I don't know.
not top of our head, but even not even our whole head?
Right.
Look, you got a full beard.
I'm right here. My
Yeah.
hairline right now is above my ears. If I was to grow my hair out, the top would be completely gone, and I would have hair from, like, here down.
Insane.
Right.
Gotta shave
Full
that thing
beard.
every day.
So I don't shave every day, do you?
Yeah, I do.
So I do not. I will tell you, and you've probably seen where I get lazy, and you'll see me with hair because I don't like shaving every day. It's a pain in the
It is a
ass.
pain in the ass. I mean, it adds a few
But you
minutes.
have a more professional job that requires it.
Yeah.
You're in customers' faces every day,
Mhm. Yeah.
right? If I was doing that, I probably would too.
Yeah. But no, like, when the weekend hits, if we're on vacation, I may go a day or 2. I shave.
So when we went on vacation down to the Dominican, I think we were there for 5 days. Is
Mhm.
that right? I shaved the night before we left, and then I only shaved twice down there the whole time.
Hmm.
Night
So
before we left and, like, 2 days in, and then, like, the day before we left.
yeah.
That was it.
Huh.
So how did you transition? Was you like when you made that decision where it's time to shave, were you, like, cool with it right away?
Yeah, so what I did was I took the clippers and I put it pretty much on the lowest setting,
Yeah.
and I just cut my hair down where you could still see a shadow, and I could still how black dudes, how we do the outline,
Yes,
make it
yeah.
real sharp with the tape,
Yep, 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 yep.
and so I would just have that kind of outline, just with a
Okay.
little shadow. So almost bald, but not quite bald.
So you kinda had a little bit of hair for a while before you went
Yeah,
full
fully.
bald.
And then one day, I remember it clear as day. I was in the shower and I just saw a razor sitting there. I was like, eh, let's just give it a shot. Let's see. I mean, it's gonna take 4 days for my hair to grow back to the length it
Yeah.
is right now. So I went ahead and shaved it, and the reaction was good.
And you got a good shape too head for that.
It's decent. It's
I
decent.
think yours is good too.
A little.
Eh,
It's
not
kind of
really.
long in the back, but
No.
a
Long in the back.
little long in the
You got a
back.
trunk back there? What are you talking about? A little trunk in the back of my head.
Oh gosh,
I so I think for a lot of guys, the struggle starts with, "Are women gonna find me attractive if you're single?"
they will just shave it.
It was a thing for me. It was a transition I went through. I was definitely in my own head about
But let's let them know they will. They'll
They
find
will,
you try. If you're
and it
out
was
there
okay.
struggling right now, and I know you are,
Right.
and I know your hairline is receding, you're holding on to it the best you
Yep.
can. Let me let you know,
It
you
doesn't
look ridiculous.
and it doesn't matter.
Right?
Women aren't gonna care.
No.
There's gonna be women, yes, there will be women not attracted to you, but there's gonna be plenty of women attracted to you.
Yeah, you're actually going to attract a whole new set of crop of women who actually
Correct.
are attracted to bald men versus men with hair.
Well, so I don't know if it's necessarily attracted to bald men or attracted to the confidence that bald men carry and walking around like that.
Oh, yeah, because it takes confidence to pull this off.
100%.
Yeah.
When I first started so 2 decisions I had to make, shave it, and then the second big decision was to stop wearing the hat.
Mm.
That
Yeah.
was that was horrible for me.
Yeah, but it's
For a
good.
few weeks, like, I thought people were staring at me, laughing at me, making fun of me. All these thoughts went through my head. None of it was happening,
Right.
but those thoughts were in my head.
Yeah. And it's fine though.
Well, I say
It's
that to
true.
say this, once I came to full acceptance, I was like, "This is great."
It is.
You get confident because it takes confidence to rock a bald head.
Yeah, it does. And you know how much money I save by not getting haircuts? I know white guys can go, a couple weeks without getting their cut. But man, I was dropping 20. Now, this is back when haircuts were cheaper. I was dropping
Right.
20 bucks a week. That's 80 bucks a month on my
Damn.
hair.
I was getting my hair cut twice a month,
Yeah.
and it was like 10 bucks each time.
Yeah.
Of course, I was going with that high fade, right? So it was just a 0 up to a 2 or a 3 or whatever.
Hmm. Yeah, real
Oh,
easy.
man.
But I
Yeah,
don't know.
stick it out. You got a
Yeah.
list over there to look at?
Stay in there, buddy. So these are the top 5 signs you're officially old. Speaking of bald and
Is that what's gotta be one of them?
50-year-old,
Oh, stop it. We're not talking
45.
about
I'll be
Oh,
45. I mean,
Jesus, you're a
that's it.
baby
Let's
still.
talk about it.
Alright,
So,
let's go.
all right, the number 5 sign that you're getting old is you make weird noises when standing up every time. Bonus points if you sigh when you sit down.
Oh god, I do that.
You just sighed
I
right
just did it
now.
right there. Oh my goodness. I get the random knee pop, ankle pop.
Oh, man. The my worst time is either first thing in the morning or if I get up to use the bathroom in the middle of the night,
Oh, yeah.
it's just
Yeah. Oh,
every step
popcorn.
is a pop. My
Popcorn.
ankles, knees,
Oh,
hips.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're old.
Yeah, we're getting there. Number 4, you get excited about socks. Good socks, warm socks, compression socks, doesn't matter.
I I don't I don't get that.
I get excited about a good ankle sock.
I like a good ankle sock.
If it
Yes.
stays up,
Yep.
I can run in my shoe, I can play golf,
Yeah.
and I don't have to worry about having a quitter on.
Right.
I'm good. Or even
Yeah.
a good dress sock. You know what
Yeah.
a quitter is?
One that creeps down on you when you're trying to and when it needs to be
It
high.
needs to be high. It's a
Yeah.
quitter.
It's a quitter.
Oh gosh. Number 3, you now judge concerts based on seating, comfort, parking, and how early you can leave to beat traffic.
Ah, I
I've
don't
been
go
doing
to
that for a few
concerts.
years.
Yeah, and I don't go to concerts, but I do that in general at just about anywhere we go.
Anywhere. Yeah. With everything. It's just
Right.
like
When
how soon Seinfeld had a great joke. He's like, when you're younger, all you care about is going out. When are we going out? How long are we going to be out? Let's stay out longer.
Right.
And then when you get older, it's like, when are we getting back?
Yeah.
How soon can we
How
get
soon
back?
can
How
I get
soon
back
can we
home?
leave? I say,
Right. Oh, man.
I didn't do a joke. It's a
Ugh.
hilarious joke, but yeah, that's getting older. So number 2, you have a bad knee, shoulder, or back, and you tell everyone about it, even strangers. Uh,
Oh,
I can't tell
yeah.
you how many
Yeah.
new customers I'll have,
Yeah.
and I'll be meeting them for the first time, and I'll just, walk in there and be like, and I'll stand up. I'm like, "Oh," I do
Yeah.
the make the noise, and I'm like, "Ah,
Right.
my knee,
Oh,
it
gosh.
just needs to warm up a little bit. It'll be
Well,
fine."
you remember what we decided was a good idea once at the Beer Olympics, remember? A
Oh,
couple years ago?
I'm still dealing with that.
Naeem and I thought it would be good as 40-plus-year-old men to, "You know what? We're drunk. Let's go ahead and play football in the yard over there."
Yeah, he thought he was Josh Allen. I thought I was Stephon Diggs, and,
It didn't end well.
mm-mm.
You had, like, something real happen, didn't
Yeah,
you? With your shoulder?
I had a bone contusion in my shoulder. I had to go see my orthopedist.
Oh, that was the worst idea ever. Seemed a great idea at the time.
We had so much fun,
It did.
and I didn't know it at the time. I'm diving for passes and just landed on I had to go see the number 1 shoulder guy in Cincinnati.
Remember the next day you sent me a text, "Dude, I can't move my arm." What did we do?
I'm telling you, I still deal with it. I had to get an MRI. I was on freaking prednisone.
And keep in mind, we did this for, like, 10 minutes
Then at max,
because we were too tired.
maybe
Couldn't
8
move.
passes. Oh gosh,
Oh,
world. All right. Number 1 reason and sign that you're officially old is if you've started saying things like "back in my day" or "they don't make them like they used to." We've done that plenty of times on this show.
we do that all the time on this show.
Yeah.
Does that mean we're old?
I mean, yeah. But that's the thing. People always talk about their generation being the best
Yeah,
generation. Like,
everybody's is.
yeah,
Just ask them, they'll
this
tell
is
you.
when I grew up, this is
Right,
how we did it. This is
right,
well, no, this is how we're doing it
right,
now, and it's fine.
right.
So just leave it.
I think that's enough for today. Did
All
want
right.
real quick before we sign off, I just wanted to say thanks for everybody out there helping us make this show possible. Naeem and I started this about a month ago with really no expectation, and here we are on video, right?
Yeah.
So if everybody watching us on video on YouTube, do us a favor, man. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment, tell us things you want us to talk about. Tell us we're idiots for saying Valentine's Day is made up. Whatever you feel like you need to say.
I'm sure that's coming our way.
Oh, you know it is. We're sleeping in that garage. All
Yeah.
right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you.
I gotta go take my Geritol.